Hello everyone, Joy here. Today we will talk about Deadpool 2. I have already explained the first episode in my channel. You can watch part 1 if you want. Deadpool is the most popular iconic superhero of all superheroes, inside of which is comedy humor as well as the quality of being immortal. So let's move on to the main storyline of the story without wasting time. Back of successfully working as the mercenary Deadpool for 2 years, Wade Wilson missed to kill one of his targets on his anniversary with his girlfriend Vanessa. He moved back to his apartment in the cab of his friend Dopinder, who tells Wade that he covet to become an assassin like Wade and join him in the business. Wade turns him declining. That night, after Wade and Vanessa choose to start a family stable and enjoy a romantic evening watching Gently, the purpose Wade failed to kill tracks them down and kills Vanessa. Wade kills the man in retribution. He criticizes himself for her death and pursued to perpetrate suicide 6 weeks later by blowing himself up. Wade has a perceiving of Vanessa in the afterlife, but the pieces of his body remain alive and are put back in sync by Colossus. Wade is left with only a skee-ball symbol, an anniversary gift, as a final memorial of Vanessa, improving at the X-Mansion. Wade allowed to join the X-Men as a form of curative. He, Colossus, and Negasonic teenage warhead acknowledged to a standoff between authorities and the insecure young mutant named Russell Collins at an cottage, labeled a mutant re-education center. Russell calls himself Fire Fist, drawing scorn from Wade, but Wade instantly realizes that Collins has been dismal by the orphanage staff and kills one of the staff members. Colossus stops him from killing anybody else. And the two, Wade and Collins, are seized by the DMC, a government agency that controls mutants. Restrained with collars that contain their powers, they are seized to the Icebox, an isolated prison for mutant criminals. While draining the collar, Wade's cancer commenced to run rampant and he slowly begins to die. He is also confused to see that Russell thinks they're prison buddies, and this, if they team up, they can either break out or lord over the place. Russell's disdain gets him routed a few times by the other hulking inmates, for then, a cybernetic soldier from the eventual Cable, whose family is murdered by an older Collins, travels back in time to kill the boy previously Collins, becomes a killer. Cable breaks into the Icebox and charges Collins. Wade, whose collar is crushed in the melee, immediately regains his capability to regenerate and fight his cancer and engages Cable. Then Cable takes Vanessa's token. Wade forces himself and Cable out of the prison, but not ahead. Collins overhears Wade refuse that he cares for the young mutant. Near death again, Wade has other vision of Vanessa in which she assured him to help Collins, but Wade is drawn back to apprehension and realizes his new aim is to help Russell. Back in the prison, orders come down this Russell and certain other prisoners will be transported to a new fluency. Bit they wait, Russell is capable to befriend the prison's biggest internee, Juggernaut. Wade holds demo for a new team called X-Force to crack Collins out of a prison transfer convoy and shield him from Cable. The team barrage its assault on the convoy by parachuting from a plane, but all of the members die amid the landing excepting for Wade and the Lucky Domino, whose power avoid her from being killed a few times while she chases the convoy. Although they fight Cable, Collins frees Barrage, who agrees to help Collins kill the offensive orphanage headmaster. Juggernaut crushed the convoy, allowing himself and Collins to depart, right after covetous Wade and tearing him in half. Wade is forced to refund for a few days without also let the lower half of his body increase back. Cable appears at Wade and AL's apartment and provide to work with Wade and Domino to stop Collins' first murder, which will generate him to become the killer he is in the future. Cable recognized to give Wade an attempt to talk Collins down. At the orphanage, they are overwhelmed by Juggernaut, while Collins charged the headmaster, until Colossus, who had at first denied to help Wade due to Wade's murderous far, arrives to abstract Juggernaut. During Wade fails to talk down Collins, Cable opened fire at the young mutant. Wade leaps in frontal of the bullet, while exhausting the Icebox collar and expire, making up with Vanessa in the eternity. Seeing this deduction, Collins does not kill the headmaster, uncertain the future, so that Cable's family now remain. Cable uses the last charge on his time-traveling accessory, which he needed for return to his family, to go back several minutes and slip Vanessa's token in front line of Wade's heart. During Wade takes the bullet for Collins, it is blocked by the token and he gets through. Collins still has his change of heart. All the same, the headmaster is run over by Dopinder in his taxi. In a mid-credits arrangement, Negasonic teenage warhead and her girlfriend you.so adjustment Cable's time-traveling device for Wade. He adoption it to save the lives of Vanessa and X-Force member Peter, kill the X-Men connection. Wolverine's rendition of Deadpool, and kill actor Ryan Reynolds, while he is considering displaying in the film Green Lantern. Wade also contemplates the idea of murdering the newborn Adolf Hitler, but acquiesces.